was funny is after he came out, I heard him talk to Honey and said it was a grind. Because I don't think that he had his best stuff tonight. I think there were some good sliders, some good backdoor sliders, but as far as kind of the execution, I don't think that he loved it. But it's just one of those things where he found a way to miss barrels, get through 6 innings, and keep us in the ball game. So with that said, I don't think he made too many mistakes. You know, I think that he'd love to have the Holiday homer back, but outside of that, you know, I thought he did a good job of missing the big part of the plate and missing barrels.
What do you think Cody and Yasiel did so effectively today offensively?
I think that when both those guys stayed to the big part of the field, they do a nice job. And in Yasiel's case, it was a slider that was a mistake slider that he stayed on it and got a good piece of it. And with Cody, early on, just kind of staying through the big part of the field, and then the first double, a ball that he got the bat at 2 and doubled down the line. But again, I think it's just the most part is our guys, when we stay in the strike zone, we're good. And we stressed Gray early, got his pitch count up, got him out of there, got to their pen. So there were a lot of good things. And our pen did a great job tonight, and we mixed and matched and to eat up those 3 innings. But to their credit, they did a fantastic job.
You said you guys, when you stay in your strike zone, you're good. When a strike zone is as inconsistent as it was tonight on both sides, how do you tell your guys to trust their eye and trust their stuff when they don't know what it's going to be called?
It gets tough sometimes, and you know those guys back there are doing the best they can, and I think that you saw it from both sides, a little bit of frustration. So I think it was liberal, I think, at some points, and tight on both sides, you know. So, you know, it's one of those things that you have to do the best you can and compete, and when you're not getting a call you think you should get, try not to let it affect the next pitch.
Did Floro show you something tonight?
He did. Floro's shown us a lot this year, and so we've put him in some big spots, and he's gotten the right-hander out, the lefty out, and so the leverage for me, I don't think it's a question as far as leverage. It's about just finding the right little runway for him. But him, Fergie, you know, all these guys are doing a great job for us.
Given what the bullpen's been through, though, what kind of a confidence boost is it to them first day without Kenley, Coors Field, where everything's a grind?
It's huge, and I think that, you know, we can say what we want and we can instill or show confidence in them, but until they go out there in any ballpark and go up there and put up zeros and get outs, then it's more manufactured, and I think now it starts to become more real, and so for their confidence, I think it's a huge a boost for them.
The Floro versus Story, was that the at-bat of the game for you? I mean, it could have turned ugly on you.
It was, I think so. Yeah, that was probably the bat of the game. Yeah, and he just continued to make pitches, and Story right there, right now, he's one of the hottest hitters in baseball, and so you make a mistake out over elevate a little bit, it's going to be a homer. So credit to Dylan that he won that battle.
You mentioned when Milana first asked you about Clayton that it's funny he came in and said this. Is it kind of different just that he shows some vulnerability, or that he admits the weakness, or what was?
Well, I think that you're not going to have your best stuff every time you step out there, and so for him to, I guess, acknowledge that after the fact to Rick, and still go up there and put up zeros and go 6 innings here in this ballpark and give up only 2 runs is a credit to him. So it's one of those things that's what the great ones, when they don't have their best stuff, they still find ways to give your team a chance to win.
Do you think when he hit that ball that he might turn and go for 3?
That's another thing, is that he did a great job of turning a triple into a double right there. So I thought it was a heads-up play by Clay.
After the game, did you tell him, you know, if you think it's a grind, how'd you like my job?
No, we haven't had that. We didn't have that conversation.
Yeah, I think just a matchup, but Kenta got the serve, and so what do you think?
So, well, for me, I just felt Scotty was throwing the ball well, and so if we bring in a righty right there, I wanted to keep McMahon on the bench. So I wanted Alexander, who I thought was throwing the ball well, to get Iannetta, and then to get through Blackman. And and then I was going to have Kenta ready for LeMahieu. So if we go to Kenta to start the inning, then we got McMahon and Blackman to lead off that inning. So I just felt good about the other way. So fortunately, it worked out for us.